Excuse me. What is poppin'? This is Oliver Tree, and you're watching my most requested live Ask Anything chat. My new song, Life Goes On, is a certified TikTok banger. I want to shout out Romeo and iHeartRadio for having me on the show tonight. Let's get into these questions. Let's just go right into it. First off, Richie from Tyler, Texas. What's your body count? Okay, a lot of people are asking me this question, and I know there's a lot of rumors going around. I want to clarify. I have not killed anyone. My body count is 0, and I'm going to keep it that way. I don't know what the is going on here, why people keep asking me this question, but no, I have not murdered anyone, nor do I plan to do so. All right, the next question here from Sawana from Barrie, Ontario. Okay. I don't know who's screening these questions. This one says, do you fart? No, I do not fart. I used to be extremely gassy, but I started taking this medication, and I haven't farted for 6 years, and I say that with a very proud perspective. I used to fart a lot, but no, I do not fart anymore. That's disgusting. Next question. Brianna from NYC. Okay. Where were you conceived? See, that's a little personal. Okay, I don't really like to get into that, nor do I like to picture my parents conceiving me. That's disgusting. I don't want to answer that question, but I will say my parents conceived me in Hawaii. Probably after some fruit juice smoothies, and yeah, little baby was born. Let's see what else we got here. What happened to you for the past 6 months? How did you manage to grow your hair so long? And are you planning to come back with a bowl cut? That's from Chad in California. Okay, first off, Chad, no, I will not ever get the bowl cut again. It's the stupidest haircut in the world. I would never be caught dead wearing that. That was all for showbiz. I've been using this experimental growth hormones, and that's allowed me to grow hair at a very fast rate. I was in the Middle East the last few months. Morocco was the main spot where I was finishing my album Cowboy Tears, and I ran into a doctor there who basically introduced me to a whole team of surgeons, and I thought I was going to get hair plugs so that I could actually get the hair longer in the back because I have some bald spots. And they just ended up giving me this ointment, and you just rub it on, and it grows extremely fast, but the only downside is it goes blonde. And basically, I've been dealing with that for the last month or so. Let's see what else you guys got here. Okay, Ellie from Stockton, UK. Will we get a 2022 calendar this year? Yes, we just shot the calendar, and I'm so excited to announce this. I am fully naked in these pictures, and I'm showing a side of myself I've never showed before, but I am so excited for you guys to see this. Completely uncensored, letting it all hang out, and I think you guys are going to love these photos. It's some of the best stuff I've ever done. Okay, what do we have else here? Kian's from Los Angeles. When will Cowboy Tears be released? That's a great question. That's a question I don't have an answer for you. I've been talking with the label. I've submitted the album. It's completely finished, mixed and mastered, but I have not gotten a response back from the label. I'm not sure if they just hate it or if they have too many other big artists that they're busy with, but I'm hoping Cowboy Tears will come out at some point in the next year to 6 years. I mean, you never know with these major labels. Ugly is Beautiful took about 4 or 5 years to come out. The deluxe of Ugly is Beautiful was actually 7 and 8 years old, some of those tracks, so you never know. I'd imagine somewhere between 1 year to 10 years, knowing Atlantic Records. But yeah, it's finished, and I love it, and it's the best thing I've ever made, so I'm hoping you guys can hear it too one day. What else we got? Dylan from Miramar, Florida. What happened to Little Ricky? He disappeared once you got popular. Well, that's a great question. Little Ricky is an artist that is the first signing I've had. First guy I've really kind of taken under my wing. I've been executive producing his mixtape. It's something that is some of my favorite music outside of my own. I mean, I don't really listen to a lot of music. I don't really care for music, but this guy, I estimate he'll be the biggest superstar in the multiverse in the next, few years at least. Hopefully faster, but he has an insane mixtape. We've been working on it, trying to get it perfect. He's starting to shoot some videos, content for TikTok. He's doing a lot of crazy stuff right now, and I hope something will be coming out in the next 6 months or something. That's my best guess. Let's see what else we got here. Octavius from Langley, British Columbia. Why was your verse removed from Wiz Khalifa's song Speed Me Up? So for those of you who don't know, that is the theme song for Sonic the Hedgehog. I was asked to be a singer on that song, but they probably asked anywhere between 50 to 100 people. And I don't know. I listened to all the rules. They said, talk about a little blue guy. Sonic is nice. Sonic is not a bully. Sonic is not this, not that. I listened to every rule. They said make it about how fast he is, all this stuff. I literally paid so much attention, maybe too much attention. And I think this is a good lesson. Sometimes it's better to not play by the rules, because I did every single rule in the book. And these suckers who had me record this song did not include my verse. And I listened to the version that came out, and it had nothing to do with Sonic. It was about the club and all this stuff, and I was so confused because I was like, they very specifically said, do everything so specific about Sonic, and maybe I was just too on point. Maybe it was too specific, and maybe I just didn't have enough clout. I don't really know what happened, but they cut me out of it, and yeah, I did a hell of a job, and I think it would have been a much better movie if they would have used my song, but that's on them. That's not on me that it tanked in the box office. Next comes from Tate from Denver, Colorado. Did anyone ever ask you yet if you're ever going to release Circuits? Not sure what song they're referring to. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to go to the next question, but I'm not sure if it's a typo or something. I don't know. What else we got here? Which song have you written that relates to you most? So, I'll just flat out say it. The only music I listen to right now besides Little Ricky's mixtape is Cowboy Tears. I do hear things, seeps through the mainstream and the radio when someone's playing, driving me around in the car, Uber ride, or someone decides to DJ on their car while they're driving and play some music for me. I do hear some stuff, but only thing I'm really listening to outside of trying to finish Ricky's mixtape with him is essentially Cowboy Tears, and this is the greatest music I've ever heard. All the old music I made, I consider it crap. I consider it very, very crappy music. I consider myself much better than that, especially now I've learned a lot, I've grown a lot as both an artist and a human, but I would never listen to the old music that I already released. I only listen to the new stuff because it's actually made for me right now in this moment, everything I'm going through, so I have music that covers the wide span of everything I need to hear, all the emotions I'm feeling. So I'll just put it this way. If you made all the music you could want to hear, why the hell would you listen to any other music? So luckily, all the new stuff is everything I could ever dream of. And I've got something for every mood. What else we got here? Alex from Mount Morris, Illinois. Will you forever silence and ignore your old work under the names Crife and Tree? I'm not sure what this is referring to. Yeah. I'm going to have to go to the next question. Logan from Ames, Iowa. Which song off Cowboy Tears are you most excited for us to hear? The whole damn thing. It's the greatest music ever made. Arguably the greatest music that will ever be made. I don't know if anyone could really outdo this album. This is something I've worked on for 2 years now, and I couldn't be more proud of it. And I will say, yes, I made a country album, and yes, I don't even listen to country, but I've made a country album for people who don't even like country, and I'm excited for you guys to hear that, and I'm excited for the country artists and the country fans to get their hands in this music, because I think they're going to love it. Cannot wait for the world to listen to Cowboy Tears. This next one's from Court from Portland, Oregon. Do you still have to work out every day to stay in dancer shape? And that's a common misconception, actually. For those of you who don't know, I was a belly dancer growing up, and a lot of people think you need to be working out, but the truth is you just need to keep belly dancing. You need to keep doing your dance moves. You don't actually have to work out, because dance equals working out. So for me, I love to dance, and I dance every day. I specifically belly dance every day, and it keeps me in excellent shape. It's getting to be the winter, and I'm packing on a few more pounds, but hey, gotta enjoy life a little bit. I've been sober, so I indulge in some food, having some fun times in other ways, and that means stuffing my face with a little peach cobbler. Next up, I wanted to say this is the last question, and comes from Little Ricky himself. He says, when will you let me release the mixtape? Okay, it's not up to me, Ricky. It's up to Atlantic Records, who, for those of you who don't know, Ricky just did a record deal with Atlantic Records. But basically, knowing Atlantic Records, it could take some time. But it's exciting because Little Ricky signed through Atlantic and through my own label, so I get to be involved with making sure that the quality's there and making sure it can get released at, let's say, within the next, hopefully, 6 months. And besides that, it's all down to when Atlantic is willing to drop the big bucks for his videos, because we've started working on them, but we're still waiting for the checks because the first one bounced. So we'll see. But thanks again for watching my exclusive Ask Anything chat with Romeo and most requested live. My new song is Life Goes On, the TikTok banger. And lastly, I'll just say, every fan out there, everybody watching, I love you guys. Grateful to have you guys in my team, in my corner. I do this for you guys. I dedicate my life to making art for you guys, and I'm so excited for you to hear Cowboy Tears. It's a big deal. Usually it's called the sophomore slump, and people put out a crappy ass album. For me, I've been working for 2 years during quarantine, which typically the artists are just touring and doing all this stuff and don't have time to put energy into the music, but I just sat around and made music, and I made well over 100 songs just for this album. And the music that has been selected, it is something that I'm so proud of. I cannot wait for you guys to hear this. So shout out to everybody, and love you guys. Peace out. Ding dong.